What if I told you that the most powerful warships on Earth can be brought to a halt without firing a single missile? No explosions, no airstrikes, just silence. Because in the middle of the ocean, power doesn't come from weapons alone. It comes from something far more fragile: supply. An aircraft carrier is often called a floating city, a symbol of dominance, a moving fortress. But here's the reality they don't tell you. Cut its supply lines, and that fortress becomes a liability. Fuel runs dry, ammunition depletes, aircraft stay grounded, and within days, that symbol of power begins to collapse. So how does the United States prevent this? How does it keep its war machine alive? Thousands of miles away from land, deep inside conflict zones like the Red Sea, the Persian Gulf, and the choke point of the Strait of Hormuz. The answer is not a ship, it's a helicopter. The CH-53, a machine that doesn't just fly. It sustains war. This is not a typical aircraft. The CH-53 is a heavy-lift giant, capable of carrying over 36,000 pounds. Not just supplies, but vehicles, critical components, even damaged aircraft. It doesn't support the battlefield. It moves the battlefield. Operating from ships like the USS Tripoli, this helicopter performs what the military calls vertical replenishment. No ports, no runways, just open sea, unstable decks, and extreme risk. It flies in day or night, through turbulence, through hostile environments, delivering exactly what a carrier needs, exactly when it needs it. In regions where tensions can escalate in hours, where supply routes can be cut without warning, this capability becomes the difference between day and day, presence and withdrawal, between control and vulnerability. Because when a carrier group is deployed for months, there is no second chance. Now ask yourself this: what happens if this system fails? What happens when the helicopter that feeds the war machine is no longer there? The first target in any modern conflict is not always the weapon. It's the system behind the weapon. And in naval warfare, logistics is the real battlefield. That's why the CH-53 is not just a helicopter. It is a lifeline, a silent enabler of global military power, a machine that ensures that no matter how far from land, no matter how hostile the waters, the war never stops. Because in the end, wars are not won by firepower alone. They are won by those who can keep fighting when everyone else runs out.